listening to Fresh Take.
You're listening to the Fresh Take Network.
You are listening to the Fresh Take Network.
Yes, you already know what it is. This is the 7K Pick podcast. I am the Senator, and with me as usual, new classic Nick.
What's going on?
For everyone listening to this one might not even be an hour podcast, to tell you the truth. And the day that we're recording this, it's on Thursday, just so everyone knows. So the football game is on, so we'll give you highlights as they come about. But it's my team, the Blue Jays, Nick's team, the Mariners, 2-1 in the series. We are watching it live too, so we are trying to get through this so that we can provide you a good podcast, but also probably a quicker podcast than normal. So yeah. Well, let's get into last week. There were some games that were good, a lot of games that weren't really good. But if you can name a couple of highlights and lowlights, what would you go for?
I think, just kind of like looking at some of the games we saw last week, I think the Thursday night game was a shocking game.
Yeah.
I was shocking on a couple levels, like how bad the Eagles looked.
Mm-hmm.
Defense isn't the same as what it was last year. I was dead wrong. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl based on their defense, and man, their defense looks like it's got holes. That offense, I don't know what they're doing, but then you got Cam Scatterbo rushing for 3 touchdowns, looking like an animal. You got Jackson Dart, who quickly is running up the boards for offensive or rookie of the year. It's like that team looks kind of good, and they're kind of exciting to watch.
I think, honestly, I don't know necessarily because I agree with what you're saying. I just don't know if it's because of the fact that they started off so poorly that now that there's some energy there, it's like, okay, let's go. Like Philly hasn't looked like Philly.
Right.
But the Giants just look like they have a lot more energy right now, which is kind of scary for that division, to tell you the truth. Because if they can keep up the way how this is and the way how this football season has been going so far, they could make a run to win that division, to tell you the truth.
Straight up, like just the way the division's going too. The Commanders look so. The Cowboys are losing games. So if it's kind of like whoever's got the momentum is going to get it. Plus, they have the number one cheerleader on the sidelines, Jameis Winston, just cheering everybody on, doing what Jameis does.
I was thinking about that, and I was like, why wasn't his name like floated for the trade to like Cincy? And then I realized, because sometimes you just have to have that guy on the team that just brings everybody together. Like we know in basketball, Udonis Haslem, he played for Miami Heat for how many seasons? And we know at the last probably 4 years, they weren't paying him because he was going to touch the court. They were paying him because he was a leader to that team. And I think that's what Jameis is, while Jackson Dart is bringing the energy, Scatterbo bringing the energy. So, yeah, that game was interesting. A low light, I think we can jump right into it. That Denver Jets game.
Oh.
That game was not good.
Whew. That was bad. That was bad football to watch, man. Whew.
Yeah.
Great defense, but terrible football.
Terrible football. Your team pulled out the win against the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was close. Too close.
Yeah. But you guys just keep rolling right now. Like,
that's it. I think we like I said, I think we might take this division, now that the Jaguars lost, we're top of the division right now.
You guys are looking good. The only issue that you guys will have is if Jonathan Taylor, knock on wood, we never want injuries. But the way how the season is going with people getting injured nowadays, that's the only thing that you kind of have to worry about, just health. I think if you guys keep your health, like this division is yours, because I think defense-wise, you guys are really good. And I said that at the start of the season. Like I
Mm-hmm.
told you, I'm not worried about your defense. It was the offense.
Mm-hmm.
But Daniel Jones looks like an actual QB at this point right now. And he's doing it without even really getting his receivers really the ball, to tell you the truth. Like Pittman's not really having a good season that you would think. Pierce is up and down. Downs is up and down. Like, like it's,
It's Taylor and Warren.
yeah.
Tyler Warren is amazing.
Yep.
He's quickly shooting up. Like, we were talking about it kind of in our group chat, and it's like I hope that he's a Colt for life. Like he looks like someone who should just be in that blue and white uniform for the next 15 years.
And I think also with now that like it's like the Ursay, rest in peace to Jim Irsay,
Hmm.
but the Ursay kids, I think, because they pretty much that's all they know in their life. You know what I mean? So I think they're taking in how Jim treated the team and is trying to do the exact same thing. And I think people are gonna want to play for the Colts at this point right now.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't think there's much to say about this Rams Ravens game.
Oh, the Ravens. Oof.
I pretty much think we can skip that game.
Ravens are blessed with a bye this week.
100%.
Coach, you don't have to watch them this week.
I've never seen a team that really needed a bye so early in the season like the
Oh,
Ravens. Like
uh-huh.
they need a full reset at this point right now.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Cleveland. I'm just gonna reiterate what I said at the start of the season. I think Aaron Rodgers was gonna have a great season this one here.
Yep.
He already threw a touchdown in this game against Cincy, and it's not like he's just standing still. He's moving around, and his arm accuracy has always been his arm accuracy. It's just he wasn't able to move in the Jets after the injury. Now he's a little bit more mobile, and he can kind of give himself a little more time. And that defense is starting to look like the defense again.
Yeah. And he's got and Metcalf looks really good too with him. They're like he's just chucking bombs
Yeah.
down the field, and Metcalf's coming in with them.
Hmm.
Like he had 4 catches for almost 100 yards last week. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just there. He's not going to do it all the time. He doesn't have the volume that like a Pickens does or like a CD. They demand like 10 targets a game. Metcalf will get 4 targets, catch 4 balls for 100 yards. That's what he does. One of them's going to be a 60-yard bomb.
Hmm. And that's pretty much all they kind of need at
And
this
they
point.
just did it again.
Wonderful.
As we're talking.
Yeah. Seattle at Jacksonville. Seattle took the win, 20-12. Jacksonville is such a streaky team,
Oh,
and I don't know if they know exactly how to use. Like I know they're trying to like Trevor Lawrence is this is probably one of his besides for his rookie season, I guess. He's looking like a decent quarterback,
mhm.
but they're not really making necessary plays and they're not calling really good plays when it comes to him. And Darnold is kind of doing what Darnold learned in Minnesota.
Darnold's good this year.
Yeah.
Darnold's good. I'll put my stamp on that. He's good.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how that division is the division to kind of watch right now because that's the interesting division at this point right now.
Yeah, even with Houston, Houston can make a run. They've got the team, if they can get that O line and that defense going, like they're not bad. That our division is scary, man. I hate it. I'm
Your
glad we're atop of it, but I hate it.
your division, the NFC West division, and honestly, to tell you the truth, besides for the Saints, my division.
Hmm.
And we'll get to that game in a little bit. But up next, we got the Chargers at the going to Miami. Chargers won by 2. I guess you can say this is a win for Miami because they put up 27 points. But like, is that what are we doing here?
Their defense is so bad. It's so bad. They're saying like they're saying they got to win this week for McDaniels to keep his job. Like they're saying like this is the week that something might happen.
I don't think they. I think even if he wins, depending on how they win, they might still have to get rid of him.
Yeah, you know what, man? He needs to go back to being an OC because he's really good at play calling. His
Yeah,
offense is really good, but he needs to focus on the offense.
yeah, and he's trying to do once again, he's trying to do like too much with what he has, and he doesn't have anything. So it's kind of
Right.
like this is the time when you kind of really need to a little bit like simplify the playbook. Like
Yeah.
keep it simple. The same thing that I used to complain about for Zach Robinson for my team for offensive calling. That's what you need to do. He had simple plays, and we're like, we have the weapons to do open up the playbook. Like,
Right.
let's do it. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go back to just the basics at this point right here
100%.
and slowly integrate
I
others.
mean, he's still got some weapons. He's still got HN, he's still got Waddle, they got Darren Waller kind of starting to get stuff going. And, Tua, if he can get some like blocks, he's not bad still. Tua's not a bad quarterback. I don't think he's like cooked or anything. I think he's just that offensive line is just, oh man, they're not giving him time.
No, it's not good. It's
No.
not good. We got next up Panthers coming out beating beating
Cowboys.
beating the Cowboys. Sorry, I was watching that play with
Yeah, it's all good.
it's so hard. It's so hard to
Uh-huh.
like record when your team is playing for
Uh-huh.
real. But
Yep.
Panthers coming back from being down 17 to beating the Cowboys. Dowdle, second big game in a row, literally said to them, gave them a week's notice, look at what I'm gonna run over your team, and went off and did it. I think he's like fifth in the league right now for rushing yards
Yep. In like two
in
games.
pretty much 2 games. And Bryce Young's looking more confident. And Cowboys offense is their offense, but they don't got a defense. So it's literally if they can't outscore you, there's really nothing that they can do.
Yeah,
Like,
100%. And like Dowdle having back-to-back 200-yard games is one of the most insane things I've ever seen.
100%.
It's kind of like, you know what? Like I like Chuba, don't get me wrong. Chuba, my guy, you know what I'm saying? But like it's hard to take Rico off the field this week if Chuba plays.
And the reports are that they're both going to get touches,
Right.
but Chuba is supposed to be starting.
Right. Which
Yeah.
is, I get it. It's kind of like the Mac Jones thing with the Purdy. It's like, oh, are you going to be the starter? Da, da, da. He's like, hey, I'm just the backup. That's my job. And it's kind of like, is it that? Or is Rico just kind of like, give me the ball?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the fit works. I think
Hmm.
honestly, I think I'm always with the belief like keep a person coming off of injury, just and you have somebody with a hot hand like that, just keep rolling with the hot hand. Like, yeah, he might get knocked down for some of the percentage of runs, but I would have it 70-30 for Dowdle until Dowdle. If this week he gets shut down, then you put Chuba back at as the main guy. But I think you gotta roll with Dowdle at this point right now. They're
Yeah.
stacking the box, and he's still running crazy over teams right now.
And that's the thing. He's like running through people. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? He's not a big dude, but he's like solid and he runs through people.
yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Yeah.
We'll be locked in to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Patriots picking up another win, top of the division at this point right now
Yep.
against the Saints.
Drake May, top five quarterback right now in football,
Yeah, for
which
passing
is
yards.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's why you need a Mike Vrabel in your as a coach.
Yeah.
I don't. The next game we'll talk about how quickly they got rid of their coach, but you get rid of a Vrabel who didn't really have a team at that point when you let him go, and then you're like, you want to build a new culture and you want to build whatever, and your team has not looked good and since you got rid of him. Obviously it didn't look good the first the last maybe like 2 years with Vrabel, but it looked better than this. Like the defense actually looked like they were there. Like the
Yeah,
offense probably wasn't doing anything, but the defense looked like it was there.
of course. Yep. Yeah,
And
but this Patriots game could have been a lot crazier too, because they had a couple touchdowns called back, like
hmm
long touchdowns
hmm
called back. We're talking like I think it was 250 plus yard touchdowns that were called back. And I was like, I was watching the game and I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, we could have had another 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on Drake May. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%. Like it's insane how it works. But the Patriots did what they needed to do. If they I'm not even gonna be mad at Spencer Rattler at this point. I think he's growing as a quarterback each week. He's proven that he can actually be in this league. They just don't have I don't know if I want to say they don't have weapons or if they don't have really a good coach at this point right now. I don't know what their problem is, but they just they just don't look that good unless the defense is getting like 3 interceptions and running it back. Like they just don't look good.
Yeah. And it kind of sucks because I said it the other day too. And I'm like, as soon as Callahan got fired, I was like, man, that'd be a good Kellen Moore team, the Titans.
Yeah,
That'd be a good team for him to take over. He's got some pieces, he's got some weapons, he's got some, like he's got a lot of like young talent mixed kind of like with the Calvin Ridleys and the Pollards, you know what I'm saying? But he's got Spears and he's got, AO, he's got like a bunch of, really young tight ends. Like his offense is good, like, and that defense you just said is still good, but it's like the leadership on that team is wild, and I think he would have been a lot better on the Titans than what he has with the Saints.
I think I completely agree with you. I didn't think he should have left Philly last year. I
That's
don't.
100%. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Look at the Philly offense. Oh my
yeah.
God. Look at the Philly offense, man. It's so bad this year.
I think he should have stayed with Philly for one
Oh,
more year.
yes.
And then I feel like he would have ended up with a Miami or with a Titans. Like he would have had way better options than going to the Saints. Not trying to diss the Saints. I just don't think that for him going back into head coaching, that was not the right move. But the money was there. So
And he was like the last coach to be signed, right? Like he like took his time with
yeah,
that. Like the Saints took their time too. But I think he was the last one to like the head coaching job to sign.
I'm pretty sure he was
Yeah.
close to the last one. Yeah, either the
Yeah.
last one or close to the last one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, then we talk about the Titans. The Raiders picked up a victory against the Titans, 20-10. Brian Callahan gets fired pretty
Yep.
much a day after. Like, what are you gonna say about this? Like, there's really not much you can say about this at this point right now.
No, but the Raiders are making right by saying that Genty's going to get 20 touches. He had 23 last week. 23 and a touchdown. So they're making right on that, which I mean, we all see what Geno's doing, so it's probably a good thing that Genty's getting the ball 20 plus times a game.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm always gonna root for Geno, but man, it sometimes he makes it hard to.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes he makes it really hard too. And like
Hmm.
when he, when he wasn't with Seattle anymore, I was like, man, that's such a kind of a loss. But then you see what Darnold's doing, and you're like, okay, it makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense. So
Yep.
you can't even really be mad about that. But
Uh-huh.
Bucks Bucks picks up the wins against the 49ers.
Hmm.
Baker still MVP to me.
Yep.
Um, he's doing it pretty much without all of his offense.
Oh my God.
Trez, is it Trez Robinson?
Tez
Tez
Johnson.
Robinson, yeah, picked up a really good
Oh, it's great.
touchdown. Did you see his
Oh,
post game interview when
of
when
course I
he,
did.
he thought they were chanting MVP to him?
He's like, I didn't even do nothing yet. It was great.
I appreciate that.
That was great.
But yeah, no, the Bucks. The Honestly, any team that did not pick up Vita Vea when he was being drafted,
Hmm.
to me, I'm always like, you missed out on because that guy is such a beast by himself. It's not even funny.
Just, it's so crazy to watch. He's so big and he's quick, and
Yes.
it's just like the guy's like, guy, he's got to be close to 400, but quick.
And most time we'll play without gloves, which makes
Right.
it even worse because
It's crazy.
you're really just getting stopped by him. And most time if you go, I'm gonna attack him. It's usually like that's not a good idea.
Right.
Like there's some people that you're like I don't want to go against them. Vita Vea is one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bucks still have the lead in and the NFC South, but they've just been playing amazing, so can't even knock them about that.
Yep.
Flacco made his Bengals debut
Did he? Did he ever?
against the Packers. Reports have it that Browning is not happy that they made that trade and he's being benched. Um, but Bengals put up 18 points, and I think that that means the trade kind of worked out. Like they were kind of in this game,
Hmm.
and Green Bay was coming off of a bye, and only to tell you the truth, only putting up 27 points with that what's supposed to be such a high power offense on that Bengals that
Hmm.
doesn't really have a defense, you coming off of a bye, and Flacco's with that defense that you have, Flacco put up 18 points.
Yep.
To me, that's more of a concerning sign than what people think that it actually is. Like it's not just that they won, it's who you go up against, the defense that you go up against. You're supposed to be more prepared coming off of a bye. You had pretty much one game in 2 weeks. I'm a First 2 weeks, everyone was like Packers to the Super Bowl. I I don't have it that way.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope. I did like the fact that Jamar had 12 targets this game.
100%.
And that's one thing that I think that's the secret. We're probably going to see it tonight. He's probably going to get, 12 to 15 targets again because that's what Flacco does. But I think that's what, the Bengals need. The Bengals need a gunslinger that could just feed their top guys targets. That's
Hmm.
what Burrow did. But Burrow was smarter, a little more agile than Flacco. But like with that defense, you need to put up points. So 18 is an encouraging start against the
Yeah,
Packers defense, like you're saying. And you're absolutely right. I think the Packers defense is a little exposed right now, a little bit.
I 100% agree. I think the trade for Micah, important trade. I think that was a trade that was going to help their defense.
Sure.
I think the first 2 weeks you kind of saw like people didn't know how to really block what to expect with Micah that one there, especially of
Hmm.
how late the trade was. But I think people are starting to get a read on it.
Yeah.
Old man Rogers does it again. He's out here scrambling. It's it's still 7-0 for the listeners at this point right now.
Yeah.
And then
The
the
ice,
fun
the icy hot bowl.
icy
That was the
hot bowl.
greatest thing I ever heard. That was
I,
amazing.
I appreciated that.
That was
These guys,
amazing.
what's this? A combined age of like 86 in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, the
Like,
icy hot bowl.
and then we got the final game on Sunday, which was KC picking up the win against Detroit. Uh, there was a lot of controversy in this one here.
Oh, so much.
A lot of controversy in this
Oh,
game here. And a lot of people think it's back to the what we normally see on a primetime game for the Chiefs.
it was so awful. Like some of them were so blatant misses.
Yep.
Like blatant. And even though the bland, no,
Branch.
branch, like he has a reason to be pissed off when you see what Juju did to him.
Yep.
Like when you see her, like, oh man, there's a fight, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like Juju did this, like, earlier, and it's like, man, that is cheap
And
and getting
supposedly
away with it.
Branch is the only one that was suspended.
Yep.
Suspended one game for that. It's like, come on, man. Like we gotta do better than this.
Right. The Kelsey catch that was a drop,
It,
zero penalties that entire game. Like, come on.
it doesn't get much more blatant than that.
No, it
Like
was awful.
it doesn't matter. Even when we see when we see games and we're like, that is close to a perfection game. That team still got some penalties.
Of
Whether it was
course.
an offside, a false start, a pass interference, a holding, those are the four main ones that they would normally get.
Hmm.
You can't tell me that you think that that team was just so well disciplined that nothing
Right.
happened. Like,
Right.
let's be real.
I do. I after watching this game too, and watching the Lions and the Chiefs, like just kind of like everything that happened. I think if the reffing, the officiating was a little bit different, I think the score would be a little bit different. But um, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I wouldn't be mad if this was the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't be mad, but the ref calls would be even worse, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, to get
You,
Mahomes that one,
yeah,
maybe. Yeah, you're right.
you put it on that big of, especially because he lost last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
you
Yeah,
put it
you're
on
right.
that big of a scene? No, no. You need
Yeah,
the team. You need. I think score wise, it would be a high score, but you would always see those two like crucial calls that could really go in Detroit's way.
yeah.
It gets called back. Like, yeah.
Detroit would need to play the cleanest game and score like 50 points.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. You can't touch a player. You literally
Yeah,
any interception, you'd have to run beside them cleanly.
100%.
Yeah. Don't look in their way. You have to be
No.
watching the ball the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Um, Monday night we had a doubleheader.
Oof.
Start off with the Bills losing to my Falcons.
Oh, yes. No, no,
Uh,
no. Sorry, they lost to three players. Offensively, they lost to three players.
that's true. That's true.
It
Al,
was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like five people got stats.
yeah, but that defense showed you
Oh,
why
your
that
defense is
defense is a
nasty.
defense.
Your defense is nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
your defense
defense
is
showed you
nasty.
why that defense is their defense. Right
Yeah.
now, I think they are ranked number one for defense and number two for offense in the league.
Yep.
And that is coming off of a stinker game against the Panthers. So that just shows you how well our defense is at this point right now. Um, Drake London got 10 receptions, almost had two big touchdowns. That second one, man, if he got that second one, you know how much people hit me up and said this is why we drafted him. I was like,
Yeah.
all right. I was like, I'm glad you guys are starting to recognize and Penix, and this is the reason why I said Penix needed to be in the game because once you start actually calling plays,
Mm-hmm.
yes, he will get you the ball. Bijan, longest touchdown of the season right now, longest
Mm-hmm.
touchdown of his career, 81
Mm-hmm.
yards.
Beautiful.
Algier picked up a touchdown too.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice touchdown too. I'm not gonna lie.
It
That's what
was.
they need him for. 20 yards straight ahead.
Yep. The power back. That's it.
Yep.
You
That's
Bijan,
beautiful.
keep Bijan in there. I say short, like third and shorts and 20 yards and just straight ahead. That's why you have a guy like Algier.
Yep.
Um, but after that, I saw a lot of different places saying that Bills are still number two in power ranking. And I said, how is this possible when they had
Didn't
two really bad losses?
back to back weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
New England and the Falcons. And
Both, yes, both prime time too. Come on
yeah,
now.
I seen some have them. The highest I've seen was 2. The lowest I saw them was 4. And
Whoa.
I said, how do you have the Colts lower than the Bills when the Bills are 5-1 and their defense looks amazing, their offense is scoring, and the Bills back-to-back losses, and they did not look good in either one of those losses.
Nope.
So yeah,
And shout out to Bijan for helping me win a couple fantasy weeks because it was looking ugly until he showed up.
oh, Bijan's definitely in that MVP
Oh,
Offensive Player of the Year
yeah.
conversation at this point right now.
Yeah.
And then we go to the Bears, who won back-to-back weeks with a score of 25-24, beating the Washington Commanders. Well, not back-to-back week, back-to-back games,
Yeah.
25-24. Beating the Commanders. Was that just bad game calling on the Commanders though? Because I've seen some plays where I thought they were going to be more aggressive, and they got blocked field goals and stuff like that. And I think that they're still kind of worried about. I think they're still really concerned about Jaden Daniels. I know he's
Yeah.
cleared, but I think they're trying to play it a little more safer with Jaden. But normally, a Dan Quinn would try to be a little more aggressive than what he called in that game.
Yeah. It was weird to watch. Like he like I don't know if it's an injury or if it's the year two teams are starting to figure you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Um I don't know what's going on with Jade Daniels though. Like I hope not. I hope it's not he doesn't turn into he doesn't have a second year like Stroud did. You know what I'm saying? Like I like seeing Jaden Daniels play great. But yeah, it was not good football. I don't
Nah,
think like yeah, it was not good. I,
he
I called I said Washington probably wasn't going to make the playoffs anyways. They keep
yeah,
playing like this. They're
they
definitely not making
definitely
the
not.
playoffs. Yeah.
But also in that division, they still have a strong chance of winning the division too. That's the crazy part about it. Like,
Anybody,
yeah,
anyone. We just
it's
said the Giants do, so
yeah,
literally anyone.
it's up in the air of like whose division this actually is at this point right now. I say by mid-season, you might see them all tied at the top of the division, to tell you the truth. Like
Yeah, 100%.
it's not even like a close thing at this point right now.
No.
Let's get to this week's preview. So it's 0-0 in the Blue Jays game for those Blue Jays Mariners, and it's 7-0 in the
Oh,
Steelers game.
hold on,
But they're in the
hold
red
on,
zone right now, aren't
hold
they?
on, hold on. Oh, did he catch it? No, it is 1-0 Seattle.
1-0 Seattle. Okay. We're
Yeah.
going
Uh,
fresh.
Mississauga's own Josh Naylor just hit a home run.
Okay. There we go. We're getting fresh updates as it happens. My stream's a little behind. So
It's all good.
all right, let's get to these.
So you'll see it right away.
Oh, 100%. Is it yep, there we go. Just saw it. Okay, so
That's the one.
let's see if this flag holds up because
Oh yeah,
Warren,
Jalen Warren. Yep,
yep, no, they called it back.
of course.
Okay, so we're start off with a Sunday morning game, a next London game. This is the Rams facing the Jaguars. Rams are favored by 2.5. Over under is 44.5. Who you got?
Man, I honestly this game I have no idea. And I'll say that honestly because Jacksonville has played a lot of overseas games. The Rams have not. The Rams don't have Puka. The Jaguars look like the Jaguars. Like I don't know. I'd probably pick the Rams just because it's the Rams
Rams.
and the Jacksonville Jaguars didn't look so great last week against Seattle.
I
I
am
don't
gonna
know
go.
though.
Look at Rogers with a scramble. I'm telling you, old man Rogers is out here right now.
He's got some moves.
Um, I'm gonna go with the Jags
Sure.
because this is pretty much their home. This
Yeah.
is the Cons made sure that Jags get a lot of. Remember, this is where they were supposed to move Jacksonville to if
Bro,
they
that was
go.
crazy.
So I'm gonna go with the Jags because this is kind of out of all the teams, this is a home game for them.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Uh, then the 1 o'clock games or 11 o'clock if you're Mountain Time. We start off with the Patriots facing the Titans. Titans with a new coach. Their offensive coordinator got bumped up to head coach. Patriots are favored by 6.5, and the over/under is 42.5. I will go with the Patriots in this one. I think I sometimes you get like that new coach bump. I don't see it in this one.
I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah,
And I also think Drake May is dealing too hard right now.
yeah.
He's controlling games.
He's doing what he's supposed to do at this point.
Yeah.
Next up we got New Orleans traveling to Chicago to face the Bears. The Bears are favored by 4.5, and the over/under is 46.5. Who do you got?
I'll go with the Bears. They're coming off a good win, but I also think I don't know what's going on with the Saints. All this Kamara talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, will he get traded? If I get traded, I'll retire, kind of whatever, like it's just like there's just too much right now. I think it's gonna hurt the locker room more than
Mhm.
anything, and I think that's the Bears are definitely gonna take advantage.
I agree with you. A lot of these games here I think are more obvious than
Yeah.
other ones. This one here, I am going to go with the Bears, and I am going with the Bears to cover the spread. Next up, we got the Dolphins traveling to the Browns. The Browns are favored by 2.5, and the over/under is 37.5.
7.5.
Give me the Browns for this one here. I just think that defense, Miami can't do anything with a really good defense, and Cleveland still has a really good defense. So give me the Browns for this one.
Yeah, I'll go with the Browns too, especially at home. I do think Dylan Gabriel looks like ass.
Mhm.
But Quinshawn Judkins does not. And I think he's gonna get the ball like 25 times and probably score a couple times.
I agree. I say give it to him 30 times.
A hundred
There's
percent. He's their offense.
no reason why Dylan Gabriel was throwing for 52 passes.
A hundred. Oh my God.
What
Right.
are we doing? Next up, we got the Panthers going to New York to face the Jets. And this is the first time in a long time that I've seen this, that the Panthers are favored. Panthers are favored by 1.5. The over/under is 41.5. And I am going to go with the Panthers.
Who's Fields gonna throw to?
That's a
Garrett Wilson's out,
that's a good damn question.
right? Like Mason Taylor, maybe Brees Hall, but like who's he got? What did I see last week? It was they were -10 in total yards because of the
Yep.
sacks.
Yep.
Like, come on, Fields, man. No.
You wanted to root for him.
Oh,
They said Aaron Glenn's already on the hot seat.
oh yeah. It's bad.
It's not looking good.
No, it's
And
bad.
then
Bad
on
play
top,
calling. Oh,
and then you look at that compared to like him telling Rogers flying over, saying, no, you're not our guy. You pick up
that's
Justin
our
Fields,
guy.
who was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They switch teams,
Yeah.
and one is 4-1, and
Yep.
the other is 0-5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you see that timeout? Or not that timeout. What did they do? It was like they called the timeout, but then they didn't run a play.
yeah.
And they just let time expire, and everyone's just kind of looking at each other like, what are you doing? Like it's like I don't know if Aaron Glenn knows what he's doing.
I don't know either. I don't think he does at this point right now. Some people, unfortunately, are just meant to be OCs,
Yeah,
and
sure.
and sometimes you just gotta recognize where your strong suits are. Or if you are gonna take a team, you gotta take a team that if you get offered it, every game has to look like you're in it. These games, they just don't look good.
No, none of it.
No aspect of it. Like the defense at times will look good, but
Sure.
besides for that, it's like none of it looks good.
No.
Next up, we got the Eagles traveling to Minnesota to face the Vikings. Eagles are favored by 1.5, and the over/under is 43.5. I'm going to go with the Eagles for this one here. But I'm not confident in it, but I am going to go with the Eagles in this one here.
Yeah, the same. Revenge game for Carson Wentz.
I guess that's the
I
most
guess.
that's the most we can say about this game, to tell you the truth.
Right. Yeah.
Then we got the Raiders traveling to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. Chiefs
Oh,
are favored by 12.5, and the over-under is 45.5. I am going to choose the Chiefs to win, but I'm choosing the Raiders to cover.
considering the Chiefs beat the Lions by 13, I might choose the Chiefs just to win outright and cover the spread.
Okay.
But it's not prime time.
I would say division games. That's
Yeah,
why.
that
Yeah,
too. Yeah, but I don't know if Gino knows about that.
that is true. That is true.
And Genti's still learning, so I don't know yet.
Yeah. I'm still gonna stick with it. You almost
Yeah.
swayed my decision, but this game here, after last week, this game here might be a really good game, to tell you the truth. We are getting to
Mhm.
the 4 o'clock games, 2 o'clock Mountain Time games. Giants traveling to Denver to face the Broncos. The Broncos are favored by 7.5, and the over-under is 40.5. I am going with the Giants to cover this spread.
For sure.
I am going with the Giants to cover this spread. I might even go with the Giants to pull off the victory.
Yep. The nice thing is with the Giants, so who's Sertan gonna cover? Name me the top wide receiver for the Giants.
Uh,
Is it Wandale? Is
it's
Slayton
one. It's
playing?
gonna be Wandale.
Is Hyatt? But it's like Dart kind of spreads the ball around.
Yep.
So it's like I think they can almost neutralize Sertan in that way, where it's like, okay, he's going to be with Wandale, cool, but I got these other guys, and we got the psycho in the back of the field.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
It's
am.
going to be interesting.
It's gonna be an interesting game. It's gonna be a very interesting game. Next up, we got your team. Your team. We got the Colts
Mm,
facing the
disrespect.
Chargers. The Chargers are
Disrespect.
favored by 1.5, and the over-under is 48.5.
It's a good line. That is a good line.
That is a good line.
Yeah, I'll take
Line-wise, good.
Yeah.
I think your team should be favored.
100%. We're
And
5-1. Come on.
I am going with your team.
Yeah. Okay. Me too. Obviously, no surprise, but yeah, I think this is disrespectful.
Yeah, I think Chargers have not really looked that good.
Mm-mm.
And I think the Colts have a really good defense, and the Colts offense is moving the ball. They are scoring points. So
Mhm.
yeah, give me the Colts for this one.
Yeah.
Look at Flacco making
I
passes
know,
that
right?
rounding with it. The ball is moving. It is 10-0 Pittsburgh at this point right now, but old man Flacco is at least getting people the ball.
Right. 100%.
Next up we got the Commanders traveling to Dallas to Jerryland to face the Cowboys. The Commanders are favored by 1.5. The over under is 54.5, which I think you should take the over for, because
Oh, yeah.
this might be a 37-33 game. Like,
Yep.
how did Jamar Chase make that catch?
God.
That bobble catch with somebody coming against right at you like that,
Yep.
like yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go with the Commanders for this one here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Commanders for this one here. Third game back for Jaden.
Yep.
This probably will be the game where he faces the least amount of pressure compared to the 2 games when he came back. His
Sure.
first. So yeah, give me the Commanders in this one.
I'm going with Dallas because I think Dallas can score 40.
That's true.
Plus they got CD back. with no
That is true.
limitations. That's what he said. No limitations. So no snap counts, no nothing. He just CeeDee Lamb's out on the field. But even though Pickens was nice, don't get me wrong. Pickens was incredible while CD was gone.
He was.
I think he had 3 out of the 4 games. He was over 100 yards. You know, like he was like Pickens was nice. But I think having both of them now, oh snap. 2-1 Jays.
Jimenez again?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Piss me off. All right. But yeah, CeeDee Lamb.
I think that, I forgot that he's back. I am still going to go with Commanders because I do think that front 4, front 5 will get a little more pressure than Dallas's front 4 and 5. So
Sure. Yeah.
it's going to be a shootout for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I do think you should take the over because there's no way they're scoring less than like 30 points each, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Then we got the Packers traveling to Arizona to face the Cardinals. Packers are favored by 6.5. Give me the Packers in this one.
I know. Yeah.
Give me the Packers.
Jacoby, man. Jacoby Brissett. You don't believe in Jacoby?
I've always wanted to root for Jacoby. I'm never lying to you. Every time he starts, I want to be like, it's Jacoby starting. Give him like, but every time I put faith in that guy.
I know he used to be a starter for the Colts. I had him for a year. I get it.
I watched him in New England and thought the same thing. Like, it's just, I have to go with the Packers in this one.
I'm going with the Packers as well. I don't know if Marvin's playing, so I don't know who's catching balls for these guys from Jacoby. So it's like, I don't know, man. Who's playing running back for these guys? They're on their 3rd, 4th, and 5th string guys right now. It's a mess, man.
They might end up signing somebody just because, like,
right.
Then we got the Sunday night football game. Thank God for this in here. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, Friday I'm DJing. Saturday I have a snow pitch tournament all day.
Yep.
So I'm like, Sunday, I just want to be at home, whatever. And then we get my team for Sunday night football. So at least I can like clean my house and get rest up and all that stuff before the game. So Falcons are traveling to the 49ers, to San Fran. 49ers are favorite by 2.5, which I think is a little disrespectful. I'm not going to lie to you.
Sure.
And the over-under is 47.5, and Jamar Chase with a TD.
Amazing. There it is. Flacco. Man, Jamar is thanking the heavens for that trade.
Oh, 100%. I wonder if they're going to say if it stands or not, because he was still kind of juggling the ball, as they might say he didn't have full control. So they might reverse it. I think he got control for a second, but then he lost it right away. And I'm going with the Falcons.
Yeah.
I think this defense is not to be played with. I don't think anyone, for a lot of people that questioned what the Falcons draft was doing this year, we only drafted defensive players. And if you look at our defense at this point, we are getting to the ball. Jesse Bates is still Jesse Bates. We got AJ Terrell back. Xavier Watts is Xavier Watts on that back. And Alfred, really great pick on Josh Allen the last game. Yeah, give me the Falcons.
Yes. So Purdy, I think, is still out. I think they announced that maybe today. I was trying to look up some news. I think Purdy's still out. I think Mac Jones is starting.
I think it's Mac Jones.
Yeah. Pearsall's still out. They got Kittle back. But I think he got it again. Oh, another flag. Come on, man. The biggest one is Fred Warner, man. Fred Warner's
Mhm.
out for the year. That defense is cooked.
Mhm.
He's their leader, and we were talking about Jameis earlier. We were talking about these guys who are good for the locker room and good for the team and good for
Touchdown
everything.
stands.
Good.
Yeah.
That's Warner, man. Warner's the guy. He's the anchor of that defense. And you could lose all your offensive players, whatever, right? You lose that dude, you probably lose your defense.
Mhm.
And the Falcons, as we saw on Monday night, it takes three guys to get 400 yards in all purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. Like it's crazy.
And
You know?
we are down our two best offensive linemen,
Yeah.
and that offensive line is creating gaps for the running backs
Oh,
and and keeping pressure away from Penix. And Penix is really good with getting the ball out of his hand quickly.
mhm.
And yeah, so I
Yeah.
don't know how you have 49ers favored in this game, not gonna lie to you, especially if everybody is saying the Falcons is top 1 and 2 in offense and defense. How do you with a team that's pretty much beat up and
Yeah.
favor them?
Yeah. These disrespectful lines this week.
Then we got Monday Night Football. We got two games, and then we're gonna get out of here because this Blue Jays Mariners game is really good at this point right now.
I know.
We got the Bucks traveling to Detroit. Detroit is favored by 5.5, and the spread is over under is 52.5. I'm gonna choose the Lions in this one here. And I'm choosing the Lions because I think they're going to come out really pissed after what happened to them against Kansas City. This is
Yeah.
going to be one of those games where it's unfortunately, I think they said Mike Evans might be back this week.
Maybe. He'll
Maybe,
probably be on a snap count if he is.
yeah. But I still think, like, at this point right now, Detroit is pissed. And MCDC is pissed. He has that whole team ready to go in this one. Jamar Gibbs might try to run for 200 yards this one. Not gonna lie
Mhm.
to you. So give me Detroit for this one.
All right. Sterling Shepard, Tez Johnson, Cam Johnson. That's your three wide receivers for the Bucks.
Mhm.
No Godwin, no Mbuka, and no
Possibly no
and
Evans.
possibly no
Yeah.
Evans. So it's like, Baker's got some magic. Baker's done some magic. We've seen
Mhm.
some wild shit come out of that guy. I don't think he's got the team to do it this week. I just don't think he has it. And I think the Lions are pissed
They
and
are
they're gonna
so
just
pissed.
oh my God. Yeah. And Dan Campbell's gonna get that team fired up.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Um, and then the last game for Monday is Houston Texans traveling to Seattle to face the Seahawks. Seahawks are favored by 3.5, and the over under is 41.5. Who do you got for this one?
I'll probably go with the Seahawks. The Seahawks, we talked about Darnold a little bit, what we didn't talk about is potentially the number one wide receiver this year.
Hmm.
JSN, I think that it's people kind of, didn't know if Darnold was for real, because Jefferson had a good year last year. Statistic
He did.
wise, he was good. Um, and JSN's kind of doing the same thing, so I think Darnold's kind of good, and JSN is cooking everyone, and Stingley will be on him, and that's cool. I think it's JSN is matchup proof at this point.
I'm going to go with Houston for this one here.
Sure.
And I'm going with Houston, one, because they're coming off a bye.
Okay.
Two, they started to put their pieces together before the bye. And I think that they needed the bye a little bit too, because I think
Yeah.
they had a little bit of even though they were playing it together, it just wasn't fully clicking.
Yeah.
Seattle, Houston's defense is starting to come into play. Seattle, they are going to put up like 25 points.
Sure.
It's just a question and for me, it's just a question of what CJ Stroud's going to do coming out the break, and that's the only reason why I'm going to go with
Oh.
is that an interception?
Oh yeah, was that ever? He left that thing hanging.
Yeah.
Oof.
That was a good bomb though, but
That was
for that man at his age, for how far that ball just went.
yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Houston for this one.
Okay.
And that is the seven. Well, let's just say Baltimore and Buffalo, probably the two teams that really needed the bye, and they
Oh
got
my
the bye
God.
this week. So
Yes.
that's a big thing. Well, this is a 7K pick podcast. Like I said, we were gonna try keeping this under an hour, and I think we hit that because we got two good games that are on right now. So we are gonna go watch that. If you're a Blue Jays fan, go Blue Jays. If you're a Mariners fan, go Mariners. We called this at the start. We said this is 7K Civil War. Obviously, it was all joke, but yeah, no, let's just everybody just enjoy the MLB playoffs. NHL is back now, so if you enjoy hockey, enjoy that. Football. This might be one of those kind of weeks where you just kind of watch your team and that's it. There's no really exciting game this week, but if you're a football fan, you'll enjoy it. And then we will be back next week. And we'll try to get this one out earlier next week so that we can preview the Thursday night game and not record it with the Thursday. It's just been busy weeks for both myself and Nick, so we are trying to fit this in when we can. But yeah, this is the 7K Pick Podcast, Fresh Take Network, and we are out. Peace.